ألم تر كيف ضرب الله مثلا كلمة طيبة كشجرة طيبة أصلها ثابت وفرعها في السماء.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, dear viewers. Welcome to the final word. I'm Sohaib Ahmad, your host, ready to delve into the deep insides of the Holy Quran together with you. The promised Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam states, the straight path and the principal means which is full of the light of certainty and constant experience and is the perfect guide for our spiritual welfare and our intellectual progress is the Holy Quran. We've prepared an interactive program offering both enjoyment and valuable insights to enrich your comprehension of the Holy Quran. Before we move any further, allow me to introduce the two teams who will be going head to head today in this elimination phase. To my right, we have Amanat, and representing Amanat, we have Talha. To his right, we have Sarmat, and to his right, we have Munassar. Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you guys feeling today?
Quite nervous.
Quite nervous. You know what's at stake, right? You lose, you go home, you win, you move on to the finals. To my left, Dayanat. Representing Dayanat, we have Fizan. To his left, we have Wajiullah. And to his left, we have Rayan. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you guys feeling?
Alhamdulillah. Good.
Good? MashaAllah. Well, we're going to change it up a little bit. Round number 1 will now be Risk. Round number 2 will be Matrix. Round number 3 will remain the speed round. And the final round will be the buzzer round. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's begin the first round. Question number 1 of the first round is, which people are being referred to in the following verse of the Holy Quran? And the verse is chapter 3, verse 11. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَن تُغْنِيَ عَنْهُمْ أَمْوَالُهُمْ وَلَا أَوْلَادُهُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ شَيْئًا.
It can refer to two groups of people. It can refer to either the Meccans, the disbelievers of Mecca who opposed the Holy Prophet Muhammad, or it can refer to the Christians of the latter days who are going to gain incredible strength and power.
Your answer is correct. You mentioned both groups, but the primary group that is being mentioned here are the Christians. Great job. All right, Dayanat, the question is, according to the following verse, and the verse is on the screen, which spiritual ranks can Muslims attain from highest to lowest? The verse is, وَمَن يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ.
The four groups mentioned are the prophets, the truthful, the martyrs, and the righteous.
Your answer is correct. Prophets, truthful, martyrs, and the righteous. And for everyone at home, this is a verse which proves that the door of prophethood is not yet closed, because if we can still have truthful people, martyrs, and righteous people, then why is it that the only rank which is left, prophets, which is mentioned with these ranks, is unattainable? All right, next question. Amanat, back over to you guys, is what event does the following verse refer to? This is chapter 3, verse 154. And the verse I'll recite is إِذْ تُسْعِدُونَ وَلَا تَلْوُونَ عَلَىٰ عَهْدٍ وَالرَّسُولُ يَدْعُوكُمْ فِي أُخْرَاكُمْ فَأَثَابَكُمْ غَمًّا بِغَمٍّ لِكَيْ لَا تَحْزَنُوا عَلَىٰ مَا فَاتَكُمْ وَلَا مَا أَصَابَكُمْ. I think you guys know the answer.
This refers to the Battle of Uhud.
It refers to the Battle of Uhud, exactly when the Muslim ranks were broken and many were about to flee. Great job. Dayanat, back over to you guys. The question is, how long is the iddah for widows?
4 months and 10 days. It's 4 months and 10 days.
You said 4 months and 10 days, and that is correct. Great job. Amanat, back over to you guys. The question is, commenting on the following verse, which is chapter 3, verse 32, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ. What does Hazrat Khalifatul-Masih II radiallahu anhu say is the highest goal of human life?
To worship Allah.
5.
It's to resemble the Holy Prophet the best in worshipping Allah.
Your answer is incorrect. The correct answer is the attainment of the love of God. Dayanat, back over to you guys. The question is, what is the difference between the following two words? And the words, as you can see, is afwan and safrun.
So Afwan means to forgive, and then safwan means to turn away.
Your answer is correct, mashallah, great job. Afwan is abstaining from giving punishment, to forgive, and safwan is to turn one's face away or leave a thing alone. Amanat, back over to you guys. The question is, to whom does the following phrase refer? And the phrase is, as you can see, nuwallihi ma tawalla.
To one who goes against, who disobeys Allah.
Your answer is incorrect. The correct answer is those who oppose the messenger and follow a way other than that of the believers. Regarding them, Allah the Almighty states that He will let them follow the path which they are pursuing. Next question, Diyanat. The question is, whose prayer is this? As you can see on the screen, the prayer is رَبَّنَا وَابْعَثْ فِيهِمْ رَسُولًا مِّنْهُمْ يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِكَ وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ.
This is the prayer of Prophet Abraham, peace be on him.
Prophet Abraham alayhi salam, and that is correct. MashaAllah, great job. Amanat, back over to you guys. To whom does the term the children in the following verse refer? And the verse is وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَىٰ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَعِيلَ وَإِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ وَالْأَسْبَاطِ.
I believe it's the children of Israel.
The children of Israel, that is correct, the 12 tribes of Israel. Great job. Diyanat, back over to you guys. The final question of this round is, according to Hazrat Khalifatul-Masih II radiyallahu anhu, what does this signify, this phrase? And the phrase is وَنُدْخِلُهُمْ ظِلًّا ظُلِيلًا.
We'll cause them to enter like plenty of shade, like shade that shade in heaven, right? That
Your answer is incorrect. It signifies an atmosphere of peace and calm. What does it signify, right? Didn't ask for the translation. Free from all pain. And Alamiyah states that those who believe and do good works, this will be the environment or the atmosphere that they will live in the hereafter. All right, it is now time for us to take a look at the scoreboard and see where we stand after round number 1. And after round 1, Diyanat has a 2-point lead. MashaAllah, Diyanat, great job. And Amanat, how are we feeling about that lead that Diyanat has over you guys? What are we going to do to... I mean, it's only a 2-point lead, right? But how are we feeling?
We have to make sure for the next rounds we take our precautions, and inshallah, hopefully...
Inshallah.
Inshallah, hopefully you guys win. Sounds good. All right. Diyanat, how do you guys feel?
I mean, I think Sarma thought he was winning this whole time, and now he's getting a little stressed, so we're feeling good.
Well, mashallah, I mean, they have been undefeated up until this point, so even the thought of losing, I think, has them a bit stressed. Sarma looks stressed, but, we'll see what happens. Let's begin round number 2, and you guys know that this is now the matrix round. You guys know how it works. There will be a grid on the screen. Diyanat, since you guys are in the lead, you get to go first. 4 levels of difficulty, 4 categories. Take your pick.
Phrases 4.
Phrases 4. That's generally a theme. I think everybody goes for phrases 4. Let's see what it is. The phrase that you have to translate is وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامِ.
And fear Allah, in whose name you question one another, and in terms of ties of relationship.
Your answer is correct, mashallah, great job. And fear Allah, in whose name you appeal to one another, and fear Him particularly respecting ties of relationship. Amanat, over to you guys. The grade is right in front of you. Take your pick.
We're going to do history number 4.
History 4. The question which you have to answer is, which 2 unreasonable demands were made by the people of the book as alluded to in the following verse? And the verse is وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ لَوْلَا, and it continues.
وَلَوْلَا يُكَلِّمُنَا اللَّهُ, why does Allah not speak to us? O ta'tina ayah, or show us a sign.
Your answer is correct, mashallah, great job. That God should speak with them directly and tell them that the Holy Prophet was His true messenger and that they should be shown signs of their own devising. Great job. Diyanat, it is now your turn. What are you guys going to pick?
What are we picking? Commentary 4.
Commentary 4. The question which you have to answer is, what are 2 different meanings of from in the following verse? And the verse, as you can see, is وَيُكَفِّرُ عَنْكُم مِّن سَيِّئَاتِكُم.
It can mean many, or it can also mean the commencement of limit, or ibtida al-ghaya.
Your answer is partially correct. As you can see, it either means certainly or many/some. Amanat, it is now your turn again. What are you guys going to pick?
We're going to pick phrases 3.
the phrase which you have to translate is فَإِنْ أُحْسِرْتُمْ فَمَا اسْتَيْسَرَ مِنَ الْهَدْيِ وَلَا تَحْلِقُوا رُؤُوسَكُمْ حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ الْهَدْيُ مَحِلَّهُ.
So if you are detained in whatever is available from the sacrifice, and do not shave your heads until the sacrifice reaches its destination of sacrifice.
Your answer is correct, mashallah, great job. But if you are kept back, then make whatever offering is available and do not shave your heads until the offering reaches its destination. Deanat, over to you guys now. What's your pick?
Hi, commentary 3.
Commentary 3. The question which you have to answer is, Allah the Exalted says that He will try the believers with 5 things. What are these 5 things? Remember, you guys do have lifelines if you want to use them.
Think about it though, think about
Lifeline.
it. Yeah, we'll think about it.
I have no idea.
Okay, Abdul, get ready for lifeline. Lifeline.
All right, your teammate is on call.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I'm gonna recite to you the verse. You record the 5 things. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَالنَّقْصِ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ.
All right, Deanat, what is the answer?
So like Abdul said, khawfi, fear, wal jui, hunger, naqsa min al-amwal, loss of lives, loss of wealth, wal amwal, and wealth and lives, wal anfusi, wal samarat, and fruits.
Your answer is correct. As you mentioned, the 5 things: fear, hunger, loss of wealth, loss of lives, and loss of fruits. Amanat, it is now your turn to pick. What are you guys going to go with?
I think we'll do history number 3.
History number 3. The question which you have to answer is, before this verse's revelation, why did Muslims think that their fast would be 24 hours? And the verse is on the screen. وَكُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ لَكُمُ الْخَيْطُ الْأَبْيَضُ مِنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَسْوَدِ مِنَ الْفَجْرِ.
Just because the Jews used to practice the fast of atonement, which used to be for 24 hours, so they thought that their fast was also going to be for 24 hours.
Your answer is correct, mashallah, great job. They thought that their fast would be similar to that of the Jews. Mashallah, good job, Amanat. Deanat, back over to you guys. What is your pick?
Narrations 3, we can do phrases if you want. Okay, narrations 3.
The question which you have to answer is, explain how the former verse connects with the latter hadith. And the verse is كَانَ النَّاسُ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً, and the hadith is الْكُفْرُ مِلَّةٌ وَاحِدَةٌ.
So the first one refers to that mankind were one people and they were united. And then after prophets came, disbelievers emerged, and disbelievers are all one people, and they were all under one group of people who oppose the prophets of God.
Your answer is correct, mashallah, great job. Before the advent of a prophet, all people are united in disbelief and wrongdoing, but when a prophet appears, they form a united front against him. Great job, Deanat. You guys got that one correct. Amanat, over to you guys now. What are you guys going to pick?
I think we're going to go with phrases number 2.
Phrases number 2, and the phrase which you have to translate is يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين بالقسط شهداء لله ولو على أنفسكم.
O ye who believe, be upright in justice, being witnesses for Allah, even if it be against your own selves.
Your answer is correct, Amanat. Great job. O ye who believe, be strict in observing justice and be witnesses for Allah, even though it be against yourselves. Great job, Amanat. All right, Deanat, it is now your turn to make your pick. The grid is in front of you. What is it going to be?
I'm going to do commentary 2.
Commentary 2. The question which you have to answer is, what does the ihram, which is the pilgrim's garb, symbolize?
It symbolizes the time of death, because the white gowns during time of death symbolizes the during Ihram you also wear the white garb.
Because you're going to God as if you're
Your
reborn.
answer is partially correct. As you can see, the correct answer is, it symbolizes the day of resurrection, like the shroud of a dead body. The pilgrim is covered only with 2 unsewn sheets, one for the upper part of the body and the other for the lower, and he has to remain bareheaded. Amanat, now it is over to you guys. Not many options remain. This round is almost coming to its end. What are you guys going to pick?
I think we're going to go with history number 2.
History number 2. Question which you have to answer is, which prophet's reign is the following verse about?
See,
It's the Prophet Solomon.
Prophet Solomon, and your answer is correct. MashaAllah, great job. All right, Deanat, what are you guys going to pick?
Narrations 2.
Narrations 2. The question which you have to answer is, According to Hazrat Khalifatul-Masih II radiallahu anhu, what secret to purification is given in the following verse? And the verse, as you can see, is وَإِن تُبْدُوا مَا فِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَوْ تُخْفُوهُ يُحَاسِبْكُم بِهِ اللَّهُ. 15 seconds, that is all the time you have to answer this question.
Like whether you reveal, like show outwardly, or you can also, that's to.
Your answer is incorrect, and the correct answer, as you can see, is that if you wish to become pure, you should make your hearts pure. All right, it's time for you guys to pick. This will be the final question of this round. What are you guys going to pick?
We're going to go with phrases number 1.
Phrases number 1, and the phrase which you have to translate is قُلْ بَلْ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا.
Say, nay, it is the religion or the religion of Ibrahim that is wholly inclined to Allah, or wholly inclined to God, or wholly inclined.
Your answer is correct. Say, nay, follow the religion of Abraham, who was ever inclined to God. All right, that brings us to the end of the second round. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where we stand after that round. Amanat leading by 1.21 to 20. That second round, mashallah, you guys did a great job. Both teams did a great job. Deanat, how are we feeling after that round? And now that you guys are losing, what's the strategy?
Well, confidence-wise, we're fine. We'll make it back, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
I'm just upset that Sarma's no longer stressing.
Well, maybe you guys can, do something about that in this next round. And as you guys know, and as everybody at home knows, it's now time for round number 3, which is speed. Amanat, since you're in the lead, you guys will go first. Who is going to answer from your team?
Inshallah, I'll be answering.
Munassir, you know how it goes. The words will appear on the screen. 30 seconds to accumulate as many points as you possibly can.
Do not slacken. Place of refuge. He crossed it. He tried it. So it burned. They became weak. Evil ones. Evil. Stored up. The most contentious. Religion. Success. He screams. Next. He's forced.
Your time is up. MashaAllah, great job. Munassir, I don't know how many you got right, but it seemed like a lot. All right, Danat, it is now your turn. I think there's some pressure after that performance by Munassir, but maybe not. I think you guys can do a good job as well. Who's going to answer from your team?
Inshallah, I'll be answering.
Fizan, you know how it works. The words will appear on the screen. As soon as they do, you can begin.
Refer it. Remember. Portion. Those are frustrated. He chose you. Hold. Tightness. Heads. Brink of pit. Skip. We will try you. Your return. Intercession.
And your time is up, mashallah. Deanat, great job. Good job, both teams. You guys answered a lot of those correctly. Now let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where we stand after the third round. And as you can see, after that round, the score is 33 to 29 for Amanat. Mashallah, great job. Not a big enough lead for you guys to get comfortable. And Deanat, you guys can certainly make a comeback in the final round. Let's go to round number 4. All right, guys, it's now time for the 4th and potentially final round. This is the buzzer round. You guys know how it works. The first question of this round is, according to the Quranic inheritance law, what kind of sibling is this? And the word, as you can see, is akhyafi. Is it A, sibling, same parent, B, half sibling, same father, C, half sibling, same mother, or D, step sibling? Amanat, what is your answer?
C.
Amanat says that it is C, same mother, half sibling, and your answer is correct, mashallah. Great job. All right, question number 2 of this round is, In the following verse, what does the word the book refer to? And the verse, as you can see, is وَإِذْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ وَالْفُرْقَانَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَهْتَدُونَ. Is it A, the tablets, which are the 10 commandments, B, the Pentateuch, C, the Old Testament, or D, the New Testament? Amanat, what is your answer?
It is B, the Pentateuch.
You say that it is B, the Pentateuch, and your answer is incorrect. The correct answer is the tablets of the 10 commandments given to Moses alayhi salam. All right, question number 3 of this round is, how many times does the Holy Quran challenge the disbelievers to produce its equal? And the verse, as you can see, is وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِثْلِ. Is it A, 3 times, B, 5 times, C, 7 times, or D, 9 times? Amanat, what is the answer?
I believe it's 5 times, B.
Your answer is B, 5, and that is correct, mashallah, great job. And this is a challenge that, as we can see, has come up 5 times in the Holy Quran. Twice it is the same challenge, and 3 times it is different. At first, Allah asks the disbelievers to prove something like the Holy Quran, to produce something like the Holy Quran. And if they can't do that, then to produce perhaps 10 chapters similar to the chapters of the Holy Quran. And if they can't do that, then just produce 1 chapter. And if not that, then just produce a single narration that resembles the Holy Quran. But this is something that we know the disbelievers can never do, because the Quran is the word of God and not the work of man. The next question is, according to a hadith of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, what is the loftiest verse of the Holy Quran? Is it A, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, B, Ihdina Siratul Mustaqim, C, Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum, or D, Qul huwallahu ahad? Amanat, what is your answer?
I believe it is C.
You say that it is C, which is Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum, and that is correct. And as we all know, this is Ayatul Kursi. All right, the next question is, in chapter 4, verse 118, Allah the Almighty states, إِيَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِهِ إِلَّا إِنَاثًا. According to the commentary of this verse, what did the polytheists worship? Is it A, weak creatures, B, lifeless objects, C, dried sticks and leaves, or D, dry ringing clay? Deanat, what is your answer?
I believe it is B, lifeless objects.
You say that it is B, lifeless objects, and your answer is correct, mashallah. Great job. And this refers to all false deities, living or dead, and it points to their weakness and their helplessness. All right, question number 6 of this round is, in chapter 2, verse 260, Allah the Almighty states, أَوْ كَالَّذِي مَرَّ عَلَىٰ قَرْيَةٍ وَهِيَ خَاوِيَةٌ عَلَىٰ أُرُوشِهَا. Who laid waste to Jerusalem, as stated in the commentary of this verse? Was it A, Nebuchadnezzar, B, Nimrod, C, Belshazzar, or D, Ramses II? Deanat, what is your answer?
The answer is A.
You say that it is A, Nebuchadnezzar, and your answer is correct, mashallah, great job, and he was a Babylonian emperor. All right, the next question is, in chapter 4, verse 79 of the Holy Quran, Allah the Almighty states, أَيْنَمَا تَكُونُوا يُدْرِكْكُمُ الْمَوْتُ وَلَوْ كُنْتُمْ فِي بُرُوجٍ مُشَيَّدَةٍ. According to Hazrat Khalifatul-Masih II, radiallahu anhu, who is referred to in this verse, is it A, such Muslims who died before the permission to fight was granted, B, hypocrites who disobeyed the divine command to fight, C, Christians during a prayer duel, or D, idolaters who thought they could defeat the Muslims? Amanat, what is your answer?
B.
Amanat says it is B, hypocrites who disobeyed the divine command to fight, and that is correct. Great job. And this verse means that wheresoever you may be, death will overtake you, even if you are in strongly built towers. Great job. The next question is, in the following verse, in the verses chapter 4, verse 84, وَإِذَا جَاءَهُمْ أَمْرٌ مِّنَ الْأَمْنِ أَوِ الْخَوْفِ أَذَاعُوا بِهِ. Why are matters relating to peace mentioned before those relating to fear? Is it A, because they were mentioned for no particular reason, there's no reason, B, that good news should be conveyed before bad news, C, publicizing good news during war can be dangerous, or D, news of peace can motivate the believers? Amanat, what is your answer?
C.
Amanat says it is C, that publicizing good news during war can be dangerous, and your answer is correct. Great job. This verse is speaking of war, and Allah the Almighty is saying that whenever the Muslims receive any news, whether good or bad, they should not spread it. And especially with good news, because let's say the Muslims have some sort of advantage on the enemies, and they start to spread that news, well, that can reach the enemies, and that advantage could now be a disadvantage. So that's why Allah the Almighty says that any news, whether good or bad, should not be shared, but specifically good news that makes the Muslims happy, that sort of gives them an advantage, should not be spread so that the enemy does not find out. The next question is, describe what this is, and as you can see, Al-Mash'arul Haram. Is it A small hillock situated between Makkah and Arafat, B, a small valley located between Makkah and Medina, C, a large mosque which lies between Tabuk and Taif, or D, it was another name from Medina? Amanat, what is your answer?
It is A.
You say that it is a small hillock situated before Makkah and Arafat, and your answer is correct. Great job. The next question is, in chapter 2, verse 26, Allah the Almighty states, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِن قَبْلُ. In whose perspective does the Holy Quran mention these words? Is it A, believers, B, disbelievers, C, atheists, or D, Christians? Amanat, what is your answer?
I think it refers to A, believers.
A, believers, and your answer is correct. MashaAllah, great job. The next question is, in chapter 2, verse 212, Allah the Almighty states, وَمَن يُبَدِّلْ نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ. What does this mean when it applies to disbelievers? Is it A, that they changed a prophet from being a bringer of good news to a warner, B, they act ungratefully, C, they create disorder in the earth, or D, they impudently reject the messengers? Dayanat, what is your answer?
I'm going to take lifeline.
You're going to use your lifeline. Which lifeline will you like to use?
50-50.
50-50. Let's eliminate two incorrect options from the screen.
I think it's the prophet one.
All right. 10 seconds.
I think it's B, bro.
A.
Your answer is A, and your answer is correct, mashallah. Great job. That they take a mubashir, because every prophet comes either as a mubashir or a munzir. A mubashir, a bringer of good news, a munzir, a warner. For those who believe in him, right, for them he's a mubashir, and those who reject him, for them he is a warner. Great job. All right, the final question of this round is, in chapter 2, verse 247, Allah the Almighty states, إِبْعَثْ لَنَا مَلِكًا نُقَاتِلْ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. Who said this to their prophet? Was it A, hypocrites at the time of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, B, chiefs of the Quraysh, C, chiefs of the children of Israel, or D, people of Prophet Noah alayhi salam? Dayanat, what is your answer?
We'll use the group poll.
You would like to use your remaining lifeline, which is the group poll, and we will show you what your teammates answered before the show. And as you can see, the answers are on the screen. 5 seconds left. What's your answer?
C.
You say that it is C, chiefs of the children of Israel, and your answer is correct. Great job. That brings us to the end of this fourth round, and that could potentially be the final round. It all depends on the scoreboard. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where we stand after the fourth round. And the result is Amanat wins 53-39. Amanat had a lot of streaks in that final round. You know, both teams did a great job. Amanat, you know what this means? You guys advanced to the finals. How are you guys feeling?
All we can say is Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, that's all I can say.
It's great to hear. We also hope that you, our viewers at home, have gained valuable insights from this episode and deepened your understanding of the Holy Quran. That remains our paramount objective on this show. May we all continue to strive for genuine learning and comprehension of the Holy Quran to the best of our capacities. Ameen. Until next time, from MTA Canada Studios, Allah Hafiz.